HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement, Planning, Expertise. Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin.
Oh, was that beautiful? Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
Doblowy! Touchdown Raiders!
From the Hastings High School Fieldhouse, it's high school basketball on a Tuesday night as the Hastings Raiders at 2-2 host the road Ellsworth Panthers at 4-3 overall. Good evening, everybody, as we are here during warm-ups. Hastings and Ellsworth getting loose. My name is Nick Tuckner alongside Peter Heyman. Our second game here together, and as we continue to gel on air, the Hastings Raiders girls basketball team is continuing to do this very same thing on the court. And they're now through 4 games and right now at 2-2. Really, if you look at the schedule so far this year, they have been back and forth in really the tale of 4 different games. You really can't compare one of the 4 with one another as the Raiders sit here at 2-2 right now. Of course, the game we had here, the awesome win against Park to open the season. Otherwise, you look throughout the conference right now, man, Two Rivers kind of out and running like we thought with their early schedule. 5-0, Hill Murray at 1-3 here so far. Montemita at 2-3, both the girls and boys struggling a little bit in the early season, but again, both of those two teams play extremely tough schedules for being smaller schools as well. North St. Paul at 1-3, Simley there you saw 3-2, as well as you round out the rest of the conference. Meanwhile, across the river, you folks know my association with the Middle Border for 20-plus years, covering Hastings and Prescott for KDWA. Ellsworth, you know I'm very familiar with these guys, coached by Jason Janke, 4-3 on the season so far. Overall, they're 2-1. Middle Border Conference play is already opened across the river for the Ellsworth Panthers, and really a jam-packed conference. Baldwin leading the way 3-0. Of course, Prescott in the mix. Amory, you got some really good teams in there that this Ellsworth team plays. So even though smaller school from just up the road, you can't really compare the enrollment and say, oh, one team's just going to steamroll the other. It's just not going to be that way. I actually feel that though Hastings has a distinct size advantage here tonight, Peter, that the Raiders here, if they play anyway that they did against Park when we were here last, we're going to have some fun here tonight.
Oh, absolutely, Tuck. It's a border battle, if you will, even though it's non-conference.
Oh, sure.
It's still a close team to us. I think we're going to have to get ready for the national anthem here. But, yeah, definitely excited for tonight's matchup of a border battle.
Oh, come on, people. Don't get so quiet. We don't have to be that quiet. I mean, it is a smaller crowd, too, tonight. So, like Peter said, we will take a moment to listen in and observe as we have our playing of the national anthem. All right, and that pretty much makes it official. And we have basketball coming up here in just a moment. Here we got some of our little youth gals that are going to come out there and help welcome our Raiders starters onto the floor. Just a quick look at the Raiders starters here as we start things today, as the Raiders will go with Keegan McVicker, Lindsey Wagner, Emma Baker, Haley Strain, and Kate Reuter. Tall, long, lengthy lineup that should give Ellsworth fits here throughout the evening when it comes to their size advantage. Meanwhile, Ellsworth at 4-3 overall, 2-1 in the middle border, coached by Jason Janke. He will feature his daughter Molly, who's been an all-conference player for her a few years. She's been at the varsity level. Now remember, in Wisconsin, you cannot play varsity sports until you are a freshman. So a little bit of a difference in the two sides of the river, because a player like Molly Janke, who is as good as she is and has been, probably could have played back in 7th grade like some of these Raiders even did coming up through the pipeline. Janke will be joined by Maria Harrington, Aubrey Wittenberg, Kayla Cresson, and Morgan Halverson. And Halverson will give them a little bit more length, the junior, in the middle here, too, for the Ellsworth Panthers. So we got more coming up here in just a little bit as these two teams will tip it off. Quick little shout-out, too, to Balanced Wealth Management and Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. We'll be talking about them, our sponsors here, throughout the evening as well. So we talked about the size advantage coming into this one here too, Pete, and I think the Raiders got to do a little bit of what they did against Park again. Utilize it, find them size mismatches, exploit them, and then take it to the rack. And you got to finish too. I mean, you can't forget about the finishing part of it. You can make every play you want to the rim, but you got to still finish, and the Raiders got to finish tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tuck. The first game here against Park, the Raiders were just dominating the boards, both offensive, defensively. You mentioned Haley Strain. She was the leader of that. She leads almost in all categories for the Raiders. You did mention Molly Janke from Ellsworth. She is the daughter's kidder. And, you know, growing up, they kind of have one-on-one training their entire life. Here's, speaking of, there's Coach Rick Tavernier for the Hastings Raiders, our head coach, his first season. Last year it was interim Trent Hansen for a while.
Of course, Trent, he stepped in and really gave the Raiders what they needed at that particular time. What do we got going on here, Pete?
I just want to look at the tip-off, the height advantage already from Haley to the Ellsworth player.
The Raiders win it. Here we go. We're underway at Hastings High School. We're at the Fieldhouse Tuesday Night Hoops. Big week here at the Hastings High School Fieldhouse, too. Dick Craig was saying he has 4 games here this week. Dump it inside. Keegan McVicker trying to finish, just couldn't. Got the offensive board, did Hastings. Put that back up. That won't go. Rebound this time by Wittenberg. And here comes Ellsworth with their first offensive possession, right to left. Into the front court. Wittenberg to the corner. Cresson dumps it inside, gets Halverson there, stolen away by Keegan McVicker, and she'll fly up the floor, quick in transition. Get down to the block right, lay up a shot, front rim no, rebound pulled down by Ellsworth and Harrington. Back up the floor. Ellsworth in the white with purple. Panthers get into the paint, halfway down the post, throw it out into the corner, but off the hands of Ellsworth out of play. Raiders will inbound a minute in. We are scoreless on HCTV. We're live on YouTube this evening, so if you're dialing us in on YouTube, you know that. But folks that might be looking for the game on cable, you can catch it live on YouTube. And nowadays, it's easy to port that YouTube screen right on to your HD screen at home as well. Here's McVicker swinging it around to the far left side from the elbow, jumping in front of the three-point line off the window and in is Wagner. First bucket of the game, as Dick Craig says the bank is open, and boy is it ever early on. Raiders with a 2-0 lead and a steal, and here they come. McVicker dumps it in. Nice defensive play. Halverson along the baseline. That one knocked down into the corner, out of play. Raiders will inbound, but some good quick hands along the end there too from Ellsworth and Halverson, like we talked about. A little bit of size down low where the Raiders with Strain and Baker and Wagner and some of those gals are going to have to make sure to make their presence known here this evening.
Yeah, Tuck, the first 2 possessions for Hastings, they attacked the rim right away, had good shots, just missed them. And then on the third time, they did a more methodical, ran a play, got somebody open at the top of the key, made a shot and scored it. Like you said, banks are open on Tuesday night.
Just keep shooting here, and the Raiders got to hit their shots. I mean, they're very creative offensively. We know that. Still only 4 Game's in, shot for three. That's Baker, no good. Offensive board. Wagner throws it back outside. Now sends it to Baker, who drives in, low block left. That one's off the hands and out of play. Haley knew it too. We'll give it back over to Ellsworth as Hastings up 2-0 early. Pedestrian here at first. Raiders have had a couple nice quick runs up the floor that have resulted in only the 2 points, but a couple good looks.
And that was a great look there too. It was a good pass, but she just lost possession of it. Might have an over. No, we got an over and back call.
Yep, okay.
Right foot stepped on the line. Back referee was back official was right all over that.
Raiders will inbound with Wagner right behind the half-court stripe.
Just want to mention officials. Want to give them thanks and gratitude for everything they do. Like Dick Craig mentioned, without them, there'd be no games.
Now we're going to get, I think, the Raiders stepping on the sideline as well. Speaking of officials, one of my favorites, he's at home tonight. I think he's at home, if I'm not mistaken. Should be on paternity leave anyway. Mr. Kevin Haglund and his wife, Casey, former Casey Charette, longtime star athlete for Prescott as a jumper here is good from Wittenberg. She's got the first deuce for Ellsworth, but the Haglunds celebrating the birth of their first child, a daughter. So congratulations if the Haglunds are tuning in tonight. Miss you a ton. Haven't seen them in a while. Pass inside, knocked away in the paint. Two Panthers collide. Nice pass down and finding the free handsel on the backside where Kate Reuter was waiting. The two Ellsworth players just collided, and there was Reuter standing there. There we go, standing all by her lonesome, and then we're able to finish with Reuter there. Now the Raiders back up the floor. Not sure, in a little technical squawk there. Hunter's on troubleshooting. Into the corner. That's going to be a travel. Took a little extra step there. There you go. Sound better, Pete.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
It stood up because the two Ellsworth girls collided, and it was quite the...
that was a very physical collision. Both girls were fine.
Kind of thought I was watching NFL football again.
Jumper. No good off the back rim. Raiders at the rebound, and McVicker's been so active. Oops, let me turn it over. Back the other way. McVicker throws a deep pass on a post, kind of like football, you'd say, and has it intercepted. Back the other way. Shot put up no good. Rebound off a bunch of hands. Kept alive, stood on the line, and it should be Hastings basketball.
It will be, yep.
Emma Baker, senior.
Tuck, I want to keep an eye tonight on the Hastings Raiders passing. Even though they beat Park convincingly, there was a lot of turnovers that were just bad mental passes. Right. So I want to see if they've improved on that.
Little jumper. Pull up no good from McVicker. But like we said, Keegan, so far, a couple of boards, couple of steals early on here. 4 minutes in, shot for three. Yes. That's good from the outside for Emma Brown in the game, off the bench for Coach Janke's Ellsworth Panthers, who have the lead at 5-4. Baker, top, throws it left. Wagner's pass intercepted. Loose ball near the free throw line, and a foul against Hastings.
I'm hoping maybe they'd call jump ball there, a travel, but...
Haley's first, team's first. Raiders will bring Sophie Swanson in, sharpshooter from the outside. Swanson, not just an adept three-point shooter, but also a good defender, especially along that baseline. Here's a shot on the run put up by Janke. Nifty move, but the shot no good. Foul on the play. He'll put her to the line to shoot two. And that'll go to Strain. That's her second in as many moments. Eesh.
Tuck, I don't know about you, but it seems very quiet in here. I don't know if
lots of stuff going on tonight.
I guess so. Totally opposite. Sorry, first free throw's good there, but totally opposite than the opening night against Park.
Yeah, just when you have so much going on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, it's hard to get all the student fans to one spot. Shot here is good. Janke, both of her points in this game at the free throw line, 2 of 2. And the Panthers up 7-4.
Janke, very nice, smooth shot there. You can tell that she's been playing ball quite a while.
Pass to the top. Baker one-on-one drives, gets down to the block right, throws it away, looking for Haley Strain, who had coverage on her along that near side. And talk about Janke being one of the leaders of this Ellsworth team, and she too has kind of a fun little side note with her dad being the head coach. Her uncle is Matt Smith, longtime Prescott coach and athletic director, who's now at River Falls. Shot here is up on the run and good for Keegan McVicker.
That's a great drive to the hoop there. Shot clock coming down, tack the rim, get the easy layup.
Raiders quick on defense, now leaving one up the floor, but no shot to the outside for three, and that's no good. Raiders the board, had it, lost it, into the hands of Strain, and the Raiders will take it back up the floor left to right. Whip it down far, elbow left. Raiders with Wagner. Sophie Swanson for Hastings. Dumps it off now for McVicker. Gets into the paint and lost the ball, but they're going to say off a hand or body part of an Ellsworth player.
No foul called. Usually when there's no foul there, the referees usually still give you the ball, saying it was blocked ball, not the body.
Take a peek here, too, just at the finish. And yeah, it looked like maybe a piece of the ball caught the hand of Janke. Good play down low, pass in, and that's a foul.
Good underneath back route there by number 13 for the Raiders to find that open spot. Kind of like a receiver in zone defense. Just find the open spot, hit him, shoot it, or hit her, whatever.
Wagner at the line. Back rim, front rim, no.
She looked like just slow down there on the free throw. I don't know if you saw on the stripe. Yeah. Just looks like she rushed it there. Just take your time.
That's Same no thing. Good either. Raiders get the offensive rebound to the outside for three. McVicker, no. Rebound, Hastings. Offensive board, Swanson. Laser beam pass inside, but knocked off at 2 sets of Ellsworth hands. And here comes the Panthers with Janke. End to end, runs the lane, shots up, no, off the bottom of the front of the rim. Back up the floor, Raiders. McVicker, free throw line, drives in, up and under is no good. Raiders get the board. There's Strain, double teamed. Glass good! Haley Strain did all of her own work there and finished for her first 2 of the game.
Yeah, she gets that points, though, because of McVicker's just drive, cruising down the court faster than everybody with the ball. Just missed it, but Haley following right up with the rebound.
Long runner from about 10 feet. That's no good. We'll take a peek again at the finish off the missed shot. And again, Strain gets the board and then fights through 2 sets of hands to get that one to go. This one here went out on the end. They're going to say off Hastings, so Ellsworth will inbound with Harrington. Floats it into Janke. Inside, shot blocked, but Strain's going to get her third, and now we're going to have to play without Haley for a while.
I want to see that replay. To me, she's standing straight up, just like you're taught. Let's see if they get the replay a little farther.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit, but I don't know. Those are those ticky-tack ones.
That's Haley's third, and
that's big time right there.
She's not coming back till the second half. So the Raiders are going to have to make some bread without their lengthiest player, and to be honest, in game 1 of the year, their most dominant, who is averaging one of the tops on the team.
Got a lane violation on the Raiders.
Yep. Jillian McTagg in as well for the Raiders. So McTagg might get some big minutes here now for Hastings.
Yeah, now's the time we're going to have some other Raiders pick up in the Strain not being in there. We've seen McVicker already do it, but a few more Raiders are going to have to do it. Can't leave it to one player.
Emma Baker with the defensive rebound. She's going to have to take some of that. 3 shot from the corner. Splash down and good. Wagner.
If I had a red challenge flag, I'd be throwing that because I think her foot was over the line. But you know what? It's the Raiders, and we'll take 3 points because they're going to need it.
Oh, boy. Halverson on the other end lays it up and in. And if she starts to get going now, it's Strain out of the game. Having that duel with Janke paired up with Halverson might get dangerous.
That height advantage that we talked about early just kind of went away a little bit there.
Raiders almost traveled. Keep it alive. Swanson over to Baker, working the elbow to the top. McTagg back out to Wagner.
You can see nobody's inside the paint. They're taking Haley's spot. They're a little unsure.
Back inside now. Swanson ran into trouble, whips it outside, shot for 3, kind of off balance, no good. Great rebound by McTagg, throws it outside. Wagner 3, no. And this rebound is all Ellsworth. Wittenberg got the board, back up the floor, and here comes Janke. Pop, step, shot 3, no, off the front rim, no good. Rebound, Ellsworth offensive board, throws it outside, 3 ball, that's no good either. Rebound, Hastings, and a foul on the play.
Good thing the back official called it because the lower official was about to call jump ball, it looked like.
Yep.
But that was definitely over the back. Oh, they're going to talk about it. Let's see. Let's hope they don't change the call. Oh, no, they changed it.
Oh, wow.
This is exactly what the Chiefs
Coach
and that was definitely a foul.
Wants to know why this is going to be called, and now the side official is holding up play.
Tuck, I don't like that. If one referee sees a foul, I think you got to keep it at foul.
They call it jump balls to the possession arrow Ellsworths. They trail Hastings 11-10. Inbound pass coming up from Harrington. Fires it into the corner. Janke back to Harrington. To the outside right. Reset the play. Ellsworth with Wittenberg. Back right side. Brown has a 3 tonight. To the outside for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound. Raiders just can't get hands on it.
Nope. Haley out makes a big difference here on this rebounding.
Again, Brown. Had it. Lost it. Baker the steal for Hastings. The senior up the floor, into the paint, plays it off right for 3, and it's in and out. That was halfway down.
That looked good.
McVicker the shot, but no good. 11-10, Raiders by 1. Left side, shot for 3, that's no good. McTagg, a great board for Hastings. Toughness down low. Now here's Wagner across the timeline, into the logo on the right side. Right, back over to Baker. Emma looks right, passes right, has Swanson again. Swanson patrols the top to the left side. Needs somebody, has nobody. Finally able to find McVicker up top right. Gets a return pass down to Emma, block. This is to go back to Hastings. And that's all Emma had right there. She was falling, really didn't have an opportunity to do anything, but tried to throw up a shot, maybe somehow draw a foul. But that was the right play. Raiders will keep it in the front court.
Just want to remind our viewers at home that we got the shot clock this year, so they are down to 8 seconds. So Hastings going to have to get a quick shot here.
Makes a lot of the game planning much different than games of the past. As this pass inside, McTagg had it outside, got to shoot as the shot clock expires, and the Raiders will turn it back over.
Now, Tuck, when you're the home team, you should have fans, teammates yelling, shoot, 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 play clock's down to 1.
Right.
We're a little too quiet here. We need to be more like the barn at the University of Minnesota.
And I think with Hastings, they're going to take a 30-second timeout, too, to say exactly as Pete said, hey, you know what, tonight it might not be the biggest crowd. We're going to have to make some of our own energy, and not only just make our own energy, as my buddy Manny Hill in the house, you just got to find a way to do something with it and create your own energy, and that's the point right now.
Yep, especially with Haley, your best player, out. Others got to step up. Here we're going to have
a word from our sponsor. There we go.
So HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning expertise. Thank you very much, Balanced Wealth Management. Coming out of the timeout here, Raiders, they got a 1-point lead, but it does actually seem like Ellsworth has been almost controlling this game after that first 30 seconds or whatever the Raiders started the game.
1-point lead, though, out of the timeout. I think the Raiders got everything said in that 30 seconds, and just a little adjustment here and adjustment there. Those early timeouts so vital. And now Ellsworth trailing by 1. End-to-end, shots up, no good. Foul, though, on the play here against Hastings.
I want to see if we can get a replay of that. If you watch the Ellsworth girl's right arm, it kind of looks like she does this classic little elbow push-off right there. Officials right there, and they're starting to call that more in college. I want to see it in high school, though. You gain an advantage by doing that.
They give Swanson her first. Shot is good. And that will give Wittenberg 3 on the game so far. Shots up again. That goes. Wittenberg hits a pair. Puts the Panthers back up on top by 1 at 12-11. 9-11 to go first half. McVicker up top, 1-on-1. Drives in on Halverson, back outside. Swanson in the paint, has it ripped away. No one to pass to.
Yeah, she tried to force that. Maybe just take a shot there after you beat your player.
Right. Back inside, looking for Halverson. Tapped away. This should be Raider ball. I didn't think that.
Yeah, I think McTagg got it a second time.
Jillian McTagg also chased the ball down the.
Reserve that energy, young lady.
Yeah, right.
Because might need you here for another 8:50.
People watching might see where they're inbounding the track lines. This actually is one of the best indoor early season venues. It's not like college where you have a lot of indoor track and field spots. Shot here for 3, no good. Rebound Raiders, Emma Baker. This place will be hopping here in the spring. Raiders back up the floor for Jackson, intercepted.
There's those passes we're talking about,
yep,
Tuck.
You're exactly right.
Can't have turnovers, unforced turnovers.
Janke to Brown. Brown back up top for Wittenberg. To Brown again, back up top. Janke working one-on-one on McVicker. Back into the paint. Shots up off the window and good. Ava Brookshaw. And boy, that's a scary last name if you're maybe a Prescott fan, because there's been so many Brookshaws that have came through Prescott over the years that were sensational athletes, and now Ellsworth's got one. Right side, Swanson into McTagg, one-on-one. They're trying to get the shot, and she's hammered on the wrists. And Jillian McTagg will go to the line to shoot 2.
Tuck, I do got to say, I love they fed her, and she made a move right away and went for it. She didn't play scared. She's filling in for Haley, so she's got to be the next person that just goes at it, get fouls, go to the line, get a free throws.
Find your way to the rim. Good things will happen. McTagg misses the free throw, but again, create those lanes, create those opportunities, and when they present themselves, if you draw the foul and you don't necessarily hit the shot, so what? Jason Janke, as we see there, giving some high fives to his gals as Wittenberg comes out. Shot here is good for McTagg, her first points of the game.
Tuck, maybe you can talk about Coach Janke, but I was going to say, if you're like Bill Belichick, if you will, you want to get their best player out of the game, and how do you do that? You attack them with the ball on offense, get her in foul trouble, is exactly what they did. Maybe you know him well enough, maybe that was a little bit of his plan, possibly.
Honestly, this year, I just wouldn't be able to tell you, as a shot put up here is good. Down low, Wagner. With Janke kind of your leader. Everything runs through her, let's be honest. And we'll look back at that last one as Wagner. Now it's 7 for Hastings. Emma Baker, the one to start things quickly up the floor. And a good finish down along that right side as Hastings will get ready to defend in their backcourt.
That was a great look, too. You saw her dribbling with her eyes up. A lot of times you'll see people looking down at the ball, but you can't see your teammates when you do that. Great
Shot
job.
for 3, Brown, no. McTagg tips it over to Wagner. Active hands, and Hastings comes away with it. Tied at 14 here on HCTV. Nice pass into Wagner, just couldn't finish.
Got to make these simple layups, Tuck.
Another focus of our pregame show. Got to hit those open shots. You can be as creative as you want, but you got to hit them. Right there, Ellsworth does. Brown for 2.
The banks are open.
They are tonight, aren't they? 7 minutes to go. First half. Raiders on the run, right back up the paint, and then a little body foul there, too. They're going to call that a shooting foul? Yeah, they will. Janke, you see the laser beam pass out left side, and then Brown to step in and shot from 14 feet, good. The foul to Janke, that's her second with 6:56 to go here in the first half of play. Shot here is good for McVicker, and every one of those in this game are going to be huge, because I don't think this score, as it is right now, a 1-point game with Ellsworth up by 1. I wouldn't be shocked if this thing ends in a 2-point game, a 1-point game, a 3-point game.
I agree there, Tuck. And you just mentioned Janke's second foul. If I'm Coach Tavernier, I am attacking her, and I want her fouled out with foul trouble, just like our best player, Haley Strain.
But you also have to pick your poison with Janke, because she's also the most stout defender in the backcourt, and she's not one to just say, hey, you're going to keep sending her at her, because you're going to get rejected and sent back the other way, too. So it's got to be a defined mix.
Right.
Make sure, attack, but also, as you see Janke here going up, she's going to get a charge as an offensive foul, will not give the points, and that is Janke's third foul, Peter, and we just said it. If it's not going to be defensive, we'll have it be offensive, and now Jason's got a call to make here on what to do with Molly, because you're going to want her in the second half, too, and now with 6:40 to go. It's going to be decision time, but for right now anyway, he's going to go ahead and leave her in the game.
He's having a few words down there, too. Sometimes you keep it up, you might get the old T.
Shot here for 3 is no good off the back rim. Deep rebound, but the Raiders can't come up with it. Halverson's pass was nearly thrown away. And now here comes Janke with 3 fouls up the floor, 6:19 to play in a 16-16 basketball game here from the Fieldhouse in Hastings. Shot on the run, no good from Halverson, but a foul on the play.
So the whistles are coming a lot tonight, Tuck. So that's another reason why I said attack, attack. The RIF officials are not afraid to blow the whistle here on fouls.
Foul to Jackson as you saw the finish there, or attempted finish there. Halverson will go shoot 2 now. First one's good. Halverson with 3, and she'll go back to the line. Second shot in the air, and that's no good. But the rebound, there is Ellsworth, and boy, they are handling the boards here in the first half.
Got to go back to some basics. Sorry, Tuck. Just block out. Find your player and block out.
Janke down low. Good pass, good find. Shots up, no good, but 2 shots coming up now for Kayla Cressing.
And that was a good drive right here. You'll see she'll get the ball, and she'll just make the first step is quicker than the defenders, puts a defender in a bad position, and you get the easy foul.
Kate Reuter's first. 2 shots coming up. First one's good. Swish.
I can tell you one thing. Ellsworth practiced their free throws because they are nice, smooth, and they're making most of them.
They make them look pretty easy.
I guess when the Packers aren't on TV here, they got to go outside and shoot hoops.
That's a sore subject on that side of the river, Peter. Watch your buttons. Oh, boy. After last night, not exactly what the green and gold fans wanted, but that's neither here nor there, as our purple team will play Saturday night against the Bengals. Here, yes, Hunter's over there now having a couple of words for us, too. We'll get his thoughts at halftime. Here's a pass left now to the Raiders and off the hands of McTagg, out of play, but off of Ellsworth before it went across the end line. 5:34 to go.
Tuck, that was a good look, though. You can see McTagg down there playing strong, getting an open position. Just a little better pass, and she's got an easy layup.
And she's playing giant minutes for it. Keeping the game close, though, and your top players for 3, and it's good, and a splashdown from Wagner.
Raiders go up 1 on that shot.
Second 3 of the night for Wagner, leads all scorers with 10. She's a player that can pop off for 20, 25 on any night right now. 13 starting to feel it for Hastings. Bodies flying everywhere. Janke now will handle it out right side, send it into the corner. Crescent, top, off left. Brown stepped in front of the three-point line, place it out right side, driving in Harrington. That's an offensive foul, isn't it?
No, she jumped. The Raider girl kind of jumped towards her.
Let's take a look.
Right.
As the foul called, that'll put Ellsworth to the line. They're going to say, yeah, it was a shooting foul, I guess. No, it wasn't. They're going to say down along the end. All right.
Either way, though, I think how many team fouls?
Oh, is it 1-1? Yeah, it's bonus.
It's got to be into 1-1.
Yeah, you're right.
I've heard enough whistles with fouls tonight. There's no way it ain't 1-1. It's probably 2. But I heard Mr. Craig did just say 1-1.
Fouls on Magnus, who's now in the game. And a double dribble. That'll give it back to Hastings.
It might be the first missed free throw for Ellsworth there.
It very well could be. The last 3-point bucket that the Raiders made, of course, Wagner. Just a quick inbound to the line, and Drano under 5 to play. First half from the field house. Looked for the open 3, has it, takes it high off the window, no good. Reuter. Rebound, Ellsworth. Panthers up the floor, Janke. Molly Janke surveys the court, goes inside down near the block, back out up top, and Halverson had no clue that that ball was coming. That one thrown out of play.
Tuck, I don't know if you saw that pass from the top of the key, but that was like a no-look Patrick Mahomes dunk it down. Beautiful pass. Ellsworth couldn't finish.
Raiders hoping to find a lead at halftime. Hastings up by 1 now, but Ellsworth has been more than game in this interstate battle this evening.
So Ellsworth has gone to a 2-3 zone, it looks like here. So Raiders got to try to find the offense to find that open space.
They go down low. They find McTagg, and that was a good adjustment with their body to just get the shot up alone. And here's Janke on the other end. Long 3, and it's good. Molly Janke's first dial of long distance goes through, and it's 21-19. Ellsworth with the lead. Less than 4 to play first half. Looking inside, Raiders all alone. Take the shot. Magnus, no good. They left her all alone right in the middle of the paint. She kind of looked around like, well, should I not?
Yeah, a lot of times when subs come in, they're not really used to scoring a lot, so they don't have that natural feel.
Halverson hits on a runner in the paint. She has 5, and it's 23-19. Biggest lead of the game for Ellsworth is 4.
Raiders better score something here. Oh, they're saying out of
Timeout
bounds.
Hastings.
I was going to say, otherwise Coach Hastings might call a timeout.
Raiders again with the defense out there here. Janke just steps up and lets a long bomb go, and she is not afraid to shoot from the outside. And as we talked even early on in the broadcast, and you asked me too, hey, you know, what else do you think Coach Janke might be doing? Well, that kind of might show you there that Janke can hit from the outside. If she has the wherewithal to shoot it, she goes ahead and does it.
Just want to give another shout out to HCTV Sports is supported by Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thank you, Katie, for all your support. Yeah, Tuck, just watching the Ellsworth, their best player, Molly Janke. All the players for the Raiders got to know she is a scorer. You don't even let her get open for a 3. You got to get out. You got to just get on her. If I was going to go old school, I would go box and 1. My best defender, don't even look at the ball. You shut her down. Wear her out, make her run around.
Take her out.
Do something different.
And the thing is, though, is the Raiders have also shown that Halverson is a matchup problem without straining the game. So you go with Janke and she can shoot until the lights turn off, and we know that, but the Raiders got to be wary on the backside because Halverson has been a little bit of an X factor without 20 in the game for the blue and gold.
I was just going to look on the floor to see if maybe the coach threw her back with the ball on offense. Maybe you get some points with her.
They're using Magnus as a point guard here. Shot put up, no good. Rebound Raiders, McTagg. Hastings keeps it alive. Raiders will wiggle out up top again, find Baker into the corner, right side, driving in. McVicker thought about it, plays it to Magnus for 3. Swash! Ellie Magnus with a splash down here, and her first bucket of the game.
And that was great passing right there. They got the defenders moving, found the wide open player, sunk the 3. Now we can get a defensive stop here.
Raiders don't play with many underclassmen, but Magnus making some noise here as Ellsworth does as well as Crescent her first field goal hit. She has 3 tonight, and it's back to 3. Ellsworth up 25-22.
Tuck, this Ellsworth team looks very solid, like they've played with each other for a long time. They just look natural, confident.
Very well stated. Shot put up here is no good. Raiders fighting for the board. McTagg some more bodies down there. Gets it free now for 3. It's Wagner. No, that missed. And this will go back to Ellsworth. And I think you had it right on the money too, Pete, because this team's played together for a while. And here's the finish here, finding Magnus outside, and she knew she had the open shot, enough time to get it off. Quick release and hit that big 3 for the Raiders. And now, like we said, it's a 3-point game. Ellsworth's had a lead in this game now of 4.
And Tuck, you mentioned earlier, Wisconsin, you're not allowed to go up to varsity until 9th grade. Right. So that actually could be an advantage that these girls got to play each other 6th, sure. 7th, 8th grade the whole way through.
3-point ball, no good. Rebound played by Harrington. Off the ball, no good, kept alive. This one's thrown out of play, and this will go back to Ellsworth off the hands of the Raiders, as Peter so eloquently described with his body English.
My bad, I'm a former official, so naturally just comes
you
natural.
have to. See, and that's I see it out of your eye, and I know you're seeing something from that official's eye. Shot here put up, no good. Ellsworth, rebound, McTagg. Look at that toughness. Man, she has played with some guts tonight on both ends under the basket. It's Halverson.
I agree, Tuck. She's coming and she's not scoring like Haley, but she's down underneath, rebounding, playing tough.
Don't need her to score, if you will. You got other gals that can kind of handle that load. But if she keeps doing what she's doing under the basket with that toughness, McTagg's going to find herself some key minutes throughout this year. Inside, into coverage. Nice, up and under, no good. Kept it alive. Yeah, Pete thought she was fouled too. Raiders, Wagner, inside, McVicker, back out right. Emma thought about the 3, back to McVicker. Nice bounce pass, finish is good.
Great play by the Raiders right there.
Jillian McTagg rewarded for all of her hard work.
Absolutely.
On an easy lay-in after some nifty passing by Hastings again into the post. Shots up, good and one. And Janke's getting hot here as we look at the finish by the Raiders. Some good passing outside, inside, and then to get that finish from Jillian McTagg, beautifully done. Janke now is 7 as she'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. There's a look at Pops. Just got a text back from Pops' brother-in-law, Matt Smith. Nice to hear from one of my good buddies. We grew together, me at KDWA and Matt at Prescott High School. Janke's going to come out, probably sit for the final 106.
And that's very smart. There's a minute left. You're on defense. Why lose a
No
foul
need.
right there? Giving up 2 points is way better than getting 4th foul on your best player.
That's good coaching. Front court, Raiders with it. Wagner thought about chucking the 3 up there. Magnus, deep 3, far side. McVicker, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brown, up the floor, left side, whistle, and then the Raiders end up getting a foul.
Just got to use your feet there. She moved her feet, but then she decided to put her hands on her. You don't need to do that, young lady.
That's on Magnus, and here's the foul. Yeah, a little bump there too, and Ellie drew the contact. That's her 2nd foul, has the 3-point bucket. 2 shots coming up here for Wittenberg. First one's no good.
In and out. Raiders need all the breaks they can get here, and 46 seconds left. They got to get this rebound, block out first, and then go get a good shot.
Second shot is good. 1 of 2 for Wittenberg, who has 5 in the first half. Ellsworth's biggest lead is now at 29-24. Hastings with possession. 10-second disparity between game clock and shot clock. Inside, looking for McTagg, ripped away. They baited her into that pass.
Sure did. That's what the zone deal do. And we got a timeout. He's going to put his best player back in, and he wants her to score. So if I'm the Raiders coach, I'm all over her.
They're going to do that
Frustrated,
right now
sorry.
and go over some of what they want to do on this particular offensive possession. As Coach Janke comes into his huddle, Coach Tavernier will come in and do the same thing here and try to get the best out of his team here defensively, and the Raiders are going to have to defend here. I mean, right now with 27.2 seconds to go, the clock is going to be all on the side of Ellsworth here, and they can milk out as much as they want. So you know Coach Janke has some sort of a play to nullify maybe another possession by Hastings and let Ellsworth score the basketball here and take their biggest lead even bigger. It would be 7-8 points depending on what they hit here to round out the half.
Yeah, great plan by Coach Janke. He's playing it like an NBA coach, really,
Right.
or a college coach. Get your best player off with in foul trouble on defense, put her right back in on offense.
I had more than a couple of these players in this game tonight will play somewhere, some level of the next level of collegiate basketball. Janke back outside, Harrington left. Halverson draws into the paint, shots up, rolls in. So they do get the shot to roll from Halverson. Raiders will get one more possession. They have 5 seconds left. McVicker drops it off for 3. Baker is no good, and that's going to end the first half. Ellsworth's biggest lead of the game is, as we have it right now, at 7. 31-24 is your halftime score, and the Raiders had the leading score in the first half with Lindsey Wagner, 2 threes, 2 two-point field goals for 10 in the half. Meanwhile, Molly Janke along with Morgan Halverson each have 7 for the Ellsworth Panthers. So Raiders know, Pete, that they got some work to do here. Some minor tinkering can probably change quite a bit as they head into the halftime break.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me is Haley Strain foul trouble comes out of the game. Stanky foul trouble stays in the game, has enough composure not to get the 4th foul, but still scores points. Haley Strain's going to have to come in the second half. Coach is going to have to let her play, be a little smarter.
Yep.
But they need her in there for those rebounds, those easy points, maybe get Stanky with a 4th foul. And I don't know if we got the camera on the court. We do. We got the youth here playing a little b-ball for us.
Again, the Raiders led by Lindsey Wagner's 10, and then Molly Janke and Morgan Halverson each with 7. It's 31-24. The Ellsworth Panthers lead Hastings at halftime here on HCTV.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business.
So support HCTV today!
Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilski, Chief of Police in Hastings, Minnesota. Fentanyl and other opioids are here in Hastings. Our police officers, EMTs, and firefighters respond to dozens of overdoses and poisonings every year. To date, for 2022, Hastings Police Department officers have responded to 45 reported overdoses in our community, and you can help. Call 911 if a friend or loved one is overdosing. Minnesota's Good Samaritan Law, also known as Steve's Law, provides limited protection to people who call 911 and or administer naloxone in response to a suspected or known drug overdose. You can report drug problems anonymously as well. Use our TIP 411 system to make a confidential report. Text the word Hastings and your tip to 847-411. For additional resources, contact United Way's 24/7 helpline by dialing 211 to find resources in and near Hastings. Remember, one pill can kill. Let's work together to stop opioid overdoses and poisonings in our community.
Welcome back. Second half about to begin here on Hastings Community TV. Nick Tuckner and Peter Heyman back with more as Hunter Pinkey shouting out all of the instructions to our left, and the Raiders down by 7 here at the halftime break, and it could be a totally different game. The Raiders, like we've talked about before, moving the ball up and down the floor quite efficiently. Tonight it hasn't always been missed shots. It's just been a lot of rebounds. The Raiders have been being beaten to by Ellsworth. And again, it hasn't been size, Pete. It's been hustle. Raiders got to make sure that they're getting to the ball first. First pair of hands on the ball have to be blue and gold this whole 18 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, 100% agree, Tuck. They got to rebound better. They have missed a lot of easy shots, especially in the beginning of the game. You think about it. I asked Mr. Dick Craig down there, what would you tell the Hastings girls? He says, put the ball in the bucket.
That's it.
And you have to admit that's right. I mean, you're not going to make every shot, but you got to make those easy layups down there.
This could have been, and again, you can could have been, should have been all you want in high school sports or any sporting event, but for us, I mean, knowing this Raider team and the way that they play, they were that close. So again, now hopefully being able to keep Strain in the game here in the second half. We'll see what the Raiders' complete package can do here. Haley back in now with the ball, working it right to Baker. Senior left, goes inside, ripped away looking for Strain, but the Hastings Raiders will keep it. Raider boys puck was up 1-0. Boys basketball was down 12 nearing halftime. Bounce pass into Haley. It's in her feet. She still has a nice pass to the outside. McVicker just jumps in front of the three-point line, takes a shot, no good. Rebound, Janke also playing with 3 fouls.
Haley might have got a little lucky there. Could have got called for over the back. I know.
I'm not going to say that too loud. I'm glad you didn't either. Here's the run inside. Wittenberg, no block there. Down low by Strain. Back up the floor. Raiders with it. And it's going to be Keegan McVicker putting it up. Are you kidding me? Spinning that off the hand off right side. McVicker hits for the Raiders. Her first bucket of the second half. First for Hastings. It's 31-26. Janke to Halverson, who had a big first half. That was as short as could be. Tipped out, and then the Raiders will steal that thing away. And Haley Strain, actually that was Emma Baker. Right side. Reuter, also a sharpshooter from the outside. Hastings getting some of those big shooters out there at the same time. Strain with it, had it, 19 seconds on the shot clock. From the outside left, Strain still peeking inside. Goes up top. Wagner ran into a little body there. Here is McVicker, dumps it in. Strain finishes left side. And that will go. We need a lot of that here in the second half if you're the Hastings Raiders.
Good to see another easy shot go down. I'm not sure why she didn't turn and shoot last time she had the ball down there. Sometimes when you sit a long time, it's almost like you're starting over again. You got to get that energy into it. I feel like we need some music or something, or the band or something to pump us up.
Almost a whole nother warm-up series is that one thrown away into the scorers table.
And you can see both coaches on their feet kind of just clapping, getting the girls, let's go, let's get some energy.
Trying to just get them going.
I don't want to say it, but do I have to light another fire tonight?
You can, just as long as you don't smack me when you do it. And I'm usually the one doing the smacking. That's the thing. I told these guys between the half there, when you put 2 9-volt batteries next to each other in one broadcast, that's kind of what you get. Is this one, you're going to say the Raiders weren't pushed out of bounds. Oh, we're going to get a discussion?
They should, because they redid the other play earlier.
Yeah.
I think they reviewed it.
Good call.
They redid it. At least they talked about it.
I hope is Dick Craig the review person? I mean, we have all the equipment. I don't know how Dick, he must be watching on YouTube down there even. He's sneaky enough. He probably would do that. Hastings up top, down to the free throw line. Wagner has it ripped away, back up the floor.
Don't foul.
Transition, shots up, no good. Rebound fought for in the paint. That's going to be Hastings basketball.
Tuck, you see that a lot. When a girl is cruising down the lane, if she's a little out of control, she will not make that layup. So just don't foul her and they get the hole right there.
You needed that one.
Big time. Yep. We got a game.
I couldn't see who hit that one, though, Pete, just with the blue bar in my way. Was that Strain who hit that one?
No,
or was that not Baker?
Yeah, it was not Strain.
We want to see the replay of that last scoring play, guys. And now we'll have the whistle, and I think we're going to get a timeout.
Yes,
so here we go. Let's take a look here at the finish, because I couldn't see with the big blue bar in front of my face. So McVicker was the one who started the play up the floor, drives in, and finishes there. So 11 end-to-end will get credit for that bucket. She now has 8 in the game, and now that timeout, smart timeout for Ellsworth, because keep possession. It's a 1-point basketball game, and now you're starting to see with Haley back in the game the added dimension we wanted to see that whole first half that unfortunately only lasted 6 minutes. Haley's gotten a chance to observe from the bench, pick her spots to choose, and now all of a sudden she's starting to make a huge impact in this game along with McVicker kind of working off each other.
100%. It's totally different team down there. You can see with their teammates, they're confident, they're driving, they're passing. Completely different team with those guys. Just another shout out to our sponsors, Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings, downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
Back on HCTV, Nick Tuckner, Peter Heyman, the Raider duo up here in the box. Shot put up here for 3, no. Raiders get bodies on that, they do. Weren't the first on the scene, but Haley Strain gets out of a double team in the backcourt, and the Raiders back up the floor. Keegan end-to-end again, up and under, fouled on the play. She'll shoot 2, and that's it. I mean, create, draw the foul if you can't get the shot to go, and that'll now give Harrington her 3rd. So a couple of guards and some pickles here, Peter, as we have 15:07 to go in regulation, and that's a lot of time, even with 3 fouls.
Yeah, I'm loving this. McVicker driving to the hoop. She is right now kind of the difference in the game for the Raiders. Leads second in the team in scoring. You can see why. Put the other team in foul trouble. Just attack the rim.
She's been stirring the drink tonight, and no doubt about it. She's been the one that has kind of made everybody go. And here, looking to tie the game. Got it. We're tied at 31 here on HCTV.
And listen to the crowd go wild, Tuck.
Oh, they're just going nuts. And we told you, fans, lots of stuff going on. Basketball, hockey, all sorts of fun stuff, and we'll try to keep you posted. Here's a pass. Oh, Harrington drives that. She traveled. No call there. Back to the top. Wittenberg shot for 2, no good. That's off a Raider. Should go back to Ellsworth. Nice play by Haley Strain under the basket, but some good defense around her too, just trying to prevent her from getting a good handle on it. Pushed it off Strain out of play, so now Janke will inbound for Ellsworth under the hoop front court.
Swanson into the game for the Raiders.
Shot short, front rim, no. That's exactly what Hastings needed on that quick possession. Baker, right. Oh, finds McVicker. Thought about going up and over. Shot for 3. Wagner in the corner, no. Rebound, Janke, so tough under the basket. Left to right, into the paint, end-to-end. Shot blocked on the play by McVicker, oh my. Just got that hand in all ball. Big play defensively. Wittenberg, back outside, now Janke, long 2, got it.
Such a sweet shot right there. If she gets a good look at the basket, it's more than likely going down.
33-31 Ellsworth, 14 minutes to play in regulation. Ellsworth had a lead by as many as 7, and that was at the half. Pass inside, should have been a push in the back, no call. Raiders have it up top, and it's Swanson. Right, Baker from the corner to the top, McVicker, quick pass left. Wagner inside, Haley, shot up over the rim, no.
That was good ball movement. Got her inside, but she's got to take a better shot. They go up strong.
Janke's shot from the free throw line goes. Wagner nearly got a piece of that, too.
All right, Tuck, I'm going to say it again. I want my best defender. Just get on her and don't let her get the ball. Make it hard for her. You can zone in 1 if you want.
Janke trying to take this over. Altoona leading Prescott 38-31 in that game is a 3
Swanson.
From the outside from Sophie Swanson. And that's her first bucket of the game, and like we talked about, Soph can dial it up from deep.
Stay on her.
Outside left, shot for 3 is way short into the hands of Baker. A 1-point game. Can the Raiders take the lead up the floor? Swanson's bounce pass intercepted.
Yep. There's another one of those passes. Sorry, Tuck. One of those passes again, just trying to force it. You had a lot of time. Good passes, no turnovers.
Ellsworth up top. Looking into Janke, block, shots up, no. Rebound Raiders, Ellsworth clamoring for a foul.
That was a great no call. Janke just jumped around. And
Lindsay for 3, no. Rebound, Raiders had it, but pushed out of bounds. It should be a foul, right?
It's definitely, he's calling it. Are you kidding, ref? He's going to call it.
I thought it would have at least been a foul. Let's take a look here at the
thought he pushed
shot, and now the rebound. Oh, that's kind of a mess. I don't think there's a foul at all there.
It was just two girls kind of going for the ball strong. One just fell.
Yeah, no foul, just out of play. We're going to take a peek at the last triple two as Soph dials it up, and boom.
See that form? She finishes with that wrist. Good job. Good
she
technique.
can shoot the three. That's the thing. I mean, when you see Sophie come in, you know she's a tough defender, especially working on the perimeter and even along the baseline. But, man, she can really shoot that three.
Haley's got to get that rebound right there.
Raiders got to do a little bit better boxing out here, and that was the problem in the first half, too. Down low, nice pass, looking for the finish. Couldn't get the pass back off Crescent into the corner for three, and it's good.
And Haley did great D there. Now, if you saw her hands straight up, she knows don't lean. But when you're in a zone, it's hard to find a body to block out. That's why sometimes I don't like zone if you don't have to. Need it.
And got it. Splash down Raiders, and that's Emma Baker for the Raiders. Her first basket tonight.
Answers right back. Need to get hot there on the outside of the perimeter.
Boy, if we can get Emma to chip in 10 or so in the second half, that'd be huge. Little jumper on the run. Janky, no. Rebound Hastings. Needed that. Up to Sophie Swanson. Throws it corner. Instead, three. McVicker, no. Rebound. Wagner. Thought about it. Plays it right. Soph, three. No. Rebound. Hastings had it, swatted it. It's along the end. Hastings ball, yeah. Take a look at the last three, too. As Hastings heating up a bit, and Emma, just open shot. She's not always going to be the one shooting the threes, but you know what? If you have the open shot and you're a great varsity basketball player, you take that shot.
Absolutely. Three-pointer is such a big thing. Used to be just college. Now high school's all over. High school girls, I love it. There it is. Speaking of threes.
Yeah, McVicker for three. That's no.
Get the rebound.
Rebound loose. McVicker gets it, too. Drives through the lane. Throws it into the corner for three, and no. I got tipped, I think. Shots up a second time. No good, but a foul will put Emma to the line. And Baker will shoot two here. Let's see who the foul's on. It's on 20?
It's either 20 or 2. Oh, please be 2.
Yeah, he's got to confirm that because there's no 20 out there.
If that's number 2, that's huge. Because that's
shots
janky.
Good.
It's 40.
40.
At least up on the scoreboard. At least up on the scoreboard, it's 40.
And there's the finish there, too.
Make the free throw. There you go.
Second one good as well.
And the Raiders have their lead for the first time since early in the first half.
39-38. As Pete said, 1-point game. Raiders with the edge after trailing by 7 at the half. Turn that around, now up 1. Cross-court pass. Sophie Swanson the steal. And leaves it in the backcourt now for McVicker. 1-on-1. Drives the post. Gets down to the block. Shots up. Kisses the front rim. No. Rebound Ellsworth. Up the floor. Janky slows it down. Stolen from behind by McVicker. Great defense. Sneaky. McVicker. Emma for three. Splash down. 42-38. Coach Janky will take a timeout. And how about your Raiders?
You gotta love it, Tuck. Stealing from the best player because she's kept the ball too long dribbling. Turn it right around, find the wide open three, and drain it.
Get the steal, get the three. A big turn of events here for Hastings, and we're going to see that steal. And now watch this. Back up the floor. It's going to be a pass off for Emma Baker, who cans her second three of the half, and it was beautiful. Kind of like, you're playing on NES, the old Nintendo, and you're playing double dribble, and there was something about when you hit a three and it go boom. That's what it sounded like in my head when that one went in there. So a little bit of old NES reference. I know Hunter appreciates that. As we'll take a word from our sponsors.
Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management. Retirement planning expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting HCTV Sports.
And keeping us employed in our hobby that we love. Our hobby that we love.
I'm not sure I want to say employed.
Well, I told Manny Hill, I said now to me it's a hobby because for 20 years, that was my job on the radio. You're like there every night. Now it's like you don't do games every night. So when you come out to a game, it really is just all it is fun. And when you can kind of sponge up what these kids are doing out there and take some of that in, makes you feel young again too.
Just want to talk about Haley Strain, her because she's on the court, it just changes it all. It opens up the court for the rest of the Raiders. However, I do not see a number 20 on the court right now, so looks like he's giving Haley a little break.
And that's okay, too, because what we saw to McTagg in the first half also gave us thought that we can use those extra minutes and not force it all onto one kid.
Speaking of forcing, that's kind of what Janke's doing here a little bit. See, don't leave her open. I want you to anticipate that and then steal that. When the teammates will always look to their best player to throw it to it.
Good release on that three, but off the back, and it hit the scoreboard and the little pulley system. So the Raiders get it back with a 4-point lead, 42-38. For the Raiders, this is their biggest lead of the game as well at 4 points. Like we talked about in the pregame show, probably wasn't going to be, during the game anyway, a double-figure type of game. Pass into Baker from 10, good, off right side. Emma Baker's heating up.
She's feeling it. She's got that Anthony Edwards touch right now. Keep feeding her the rock.
That guy, if we can just get that hip right, he is something special. My goodness, watching him this year and that whole team, that's been entertaining. Here's Janke, three, left side, Nunu in and out. Raiders fighting for the board. That's a jump ball somewhere in that pile, and that's going back to Ellsworth.
All right, when a team is down a little bit, their best player is going to want the ball and want to shoot it. So get on Janke. And she's missed her last 5 or 6 shots, so you know that starts to get in your head. You start to feel like I'm losing a little bit.
And we want her to keep doing that if you're a Raider fan, because if she gets hot, she's one that you can't stop till the buzzer sounds. Raiders get the rebound. Swanson again active. Raiders with it. Baker left.
Let's see
Jackson.
Let's see what they do here without Haley. And let's see. You can already see now the offense is a little quiet and lost, and now they just give a turnover.
Raiders also utilizing Brooke Mace here in the second half. Shot here for 3 is no good. Raiders get the rebound. So Hastings resting up some of their studs for the final minutes of this one in a 5-point game. Swanson, cross court. Mace, inside, finds Baker. Had a little bounce pass, one too many, looking for McTagg. Back the other way, flying up the floor. Nice move there by Janke, but the shot up and under is no good. Fighting for the rebound, Halverson outside, 3 from Brown, that's no good. Hastings got to get that board, can't do it. Ball along the edge now, trying to keep it alive. Hastings throws it away. Wittenberg.
Hang on to that ball, call timeout. You don't have to just throw it away like that.
The white-clad Ellsworth Panthers in their purple. Halverson blocked there nicely by the Raiders, and sticking Piper Brockman out there to get some tough minutes. And now the Raiders will bring in 3 to kind of run the rest of the way with Strain and Baker and McVicker all back in. How about those minutes? Okay, big hat tip, Sophie Swans. Actually, Sophie's staying out there. Hat tip to Brockman, Mace, Jackson. Those were key couple minutes to keep everybody fresh.
They were very key, Tuck. I don't think Ellsworth even scored.
No,
they had a lot that almost went in, but Raiders lucked out there, sitting their key players getting some fresh legs back out there.
For the hopefully final 7-50, Raiders lead by 5. No, she was ripped down. Back outside again, Swanson up top. Raiders work to the right side. Baker could run the one-on-one. That was a hip check.
That was on Janke too.
Shot here's good by Strain down low, and as long as 20 keeps finishing, they won't have an answer for that the rest of the night. She still only got the 3 fouls. She can really play her game now, Pete. Left side, Wittenberg drops it back outside now to the top in Janke, who fires it into Halverson. High post, shots up, no good. Raiders find a way to get the board. They weren't the first on the scene either. Just good hustle, quick hands, and now McVicker, right to left, plays it off. Sophie Swanson, bomb for 3, that's no good.
Kind of want them to use a little more of the shot clock.
That's what I was just going to say.
Let's
start the clock here.
Good pass by Janke.
Halverson's shot, though, doesn't go. Second effort goes.
They were in a field goal drought there, too, by the way, Tuck. They hadn't scored above the 10-minute mark.
Right. And that was a lot to do with the Raider bench that came in. 3 gals came in to give some key minutes, especially defensively. And now Swanson gets the return pass to the top. Baker, one-on-one, looks in to Strain, has the size advantage, and puts it up. No good. Rebound, second time, got it to go. Haley Strain.
I don't know if you noticed Janke right in that behind Strain, but she didn't want to even put her arm in there and get that towel.
Nope.
Get the foul.
Nice move. Brown steps in front of the three-point line, whips it off left side. Long shot for two. That's not going to go. Hastings needs some hands. Instead, rebounded nicely there by Ellsworth. Thrown on top. Wittenberg from the free throw line gets to go. Wittenberg slides it in for her first deuce of the half. And Ellsworth back to within 6. It's 48-42 Hastings, 6 minutes to play.
Kayla Crescent, she has been fast and speedy getting those rebounds. You got to put a body on her. Here we go.
And Emma Baker, who's hauled down in the paint by the aforementioned Kayla Crescent.
Oh, the ref's going to say she was not shooting.
No, this won't be a shooting
NBA
foul.
college for sure, probably, but she shot pretty quick.
Yep. Hey, she tried to get it up there, I'll tell you that.
There's that replay.
That might have been a shooting foul.
I think she's in motion.
Yep.
Holy, it's Mr. Mike Moore in the house. Mr. Moore, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
Coach Jake Moore, yes. You gonna watch the game or are you gonna watch the game? What do you get? A couple options.
Haley gets the pass in the lane and she puts it in for 2. Raiders up 8.
He's still around.
Inbounds pass. Set play right there by the Raiders.
Mr. Moore, one of the best.
Got a little story about Mr. Moore. I'll tell you later when we get a break. Oh, and there's a 3. Oh, a 3. Not a 3, a 2 by Ellsworth and a timeout right away by Ellsworth.
A 2.
Yep, it was a 2.
Take a look at that one, too, if we can. The last shot by the Panthers. We'll take a peek at how they structured this one. It was really Janke that started it, got it around the corner, and they did call that a 2, huh? So, boy, that was close from Wittenberg.
So just want to let everybody know the honorary guest that just walked by us, Mr. Coach Jake Moore.
Yeah.
When I was a youngster, I won the King of Knights of Columbus free throw thing, made 19 out of 20, and I had to give a shout out to his son Pat Moore, who played on the Raiders. And so when Jake's heard that, they gave me 2 free tickets to the Raiders game because back in the day you had to pay to get to the high school game. Whatever.
Yeah.
So Coach Jake Moore, always a good guy, good coach in a lot of sports, teaching a lot of the Raiders throughout the years. You all know that.
Yeah, long-time slow-pitch softball umpire. I think when everybody was done with their glory days in high school.
What are you talking about? Done.
I'm just saying, hey, not me here.
We're about to relive our over 35 baseball glory days.
That's what I'm saying.
Start it up again.
I'm not saying me personally, but yeah, Jake for many years too moonlighted as a slow pitch softball umpire, and if you loved him as a counselor, you're going to love him as an umpire, referee, whatever it might be. He's just a class act, and it's just great to see him. And he goes down, and first thing he did was look at assistant coach Tim Cerny and give him a silly wave, and those two guys go way back as well. 5:28 to go here in regulation. Pretty close game, still 6 points. Raiders' biggest lead is 6 at 50-44.
It is, Tuck, but we've seen Ellsworth score just like that. So you cannot sit on that. So you got to do exactly what you did right there. Dump it into your best player. Get the easy layup.
Can't defend that. Can't defend that on the left side like that.
You can by fouling.
Yeah, but that right now they can't afford to with the deficit.
Haley just got her 4th foul. She used it. She did not use her feet. That was unnecessary with the body.
And she doesn't. She's like, all right, fine, but okay. It's still not what she wanted here. And we'll take a look at it too, just to see. This is going to be
this is the other end.
Other end when the Raiders were able to finish down low with Haley. Here's a shot for 2. That's going to be good by Halverson.
Just want to say, coach is keeping her in the game right now, but he looks like he's putting a sub in. It might be for Haley. Only under 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe you just tell her, like, hey, just stand straight up, don't do anything, but we need her on the offense.
It looks like Brockman's getting loose to come in.
Ooh, that was a little push there.
Yep, it was.
Away with it.
Raiders
Dump it into her. Get out of the paint. Get out of the paint, Haley. Get out of the paint.
Reuter left, throws it down to the block, back to Strain, off fingers. Violet Schultz in the game for Hastings.
Not Haley. Okay, Haley's coming out. No, Haley's staying in.
No, Haley's coming out. She's on the bench.
She's coming out, sorry. The girls did one of those little crissy-cross things here. Long hair got me.
Well, they have a couple tall gals with long blonde ponytails that, sometimes if you don't see the number. Here's a shot put up. Good. Janke. Okay.
Now we mentioned, last time Haley came out, our defense didn't give up a field goal. Now they got one right away. It's a 4-point game. If they cut this as 2, nice drive.
It goes in 2!
Holy buckets. Was that Michael Jordan or what?
And she can't believe it.
No way.
And I can't believe that.
Let me see that replay.
You've got to be kidding me. McVicker getting her second foul.
Here's that replay.
This one of the
Let me see
offensive
that.
variety, yeah.
Maybe I just didn't miss the girl that was standing there. Oh, if that was Janky.
Ooh, that's definitely.
Maybe that's a no call. That might be a no call in my book.
Corner 3. That's no good, and that's big because you can't let Ellsworth hit one from the outside.
Oh, there we go.
Stolen
Here we go.
away.
Take your time.
McVicker,
Take your time.
fast break, up and good. Thank you.
They needed that.
Keegan McVicker buries a big 2 after the steal, and she is really filling up the score sheet again, folks. And I'm not saying like 30 points. She's going to be close again to triple-double territory with steals and rebounds. Shot here. Oh, what a great block by Kate Reuter. Raiders slow it down. 3:29 to go. Plenty of time. Oh, they're going to take a shot from 3 anyway. And it's a splashdown.
Now, I will take that one. They're wide open. Let's take it, baby. No timeout by the coach. 9-point game, just over 3 minutes.
Emma tells Peter to sit down. And pass inside. What do you mean don't shoot a 3? Oh, well.
I didn't say don't shoot a 3. Just take your time and get a good shot.
Time.
I didn't say the second part. But
let's take a peek again. Just that body that they called. And, again, just a tough call. But the other side of things, Raiders are able to go back up the floor as this one's going to go.
So just because I'm the color guy, I have to say this now. Do high school officials, do you think they know who the best players are on the court? And do you think they maybe lean a little towards the way of the good one? You know, I don't know how close that is. Speaking of close, Trash Man's coming around, and he's trying to go to slam dunk of his own.
Dan's going crazy. What's he got going on?
I guess he wants us out of here.
Shot's good, so Janky hits them both.
It's a 7-point game, Tuck. 3:11 left. It's still
Too
close. Yep. And they're going to put a full court press on here, so let's see how the Raiders break it.
A lot of practice.
There you go.
Breakthrough. Raiders have a 3-on-2 the other way. Keegan left-handed finish. Big finish by Keegan McVicker for Hastings. It has been kind of a 3-woman committee here in the second half with McVicker, Baker, and Strain all taking the second half over. 9-point lead. Coach Jason Janky calls a full timeout. And the Raiders, here we are, our biggest lead of the game at the time at which it matters most with 2:53 to go in this one. Let's take a peek as the Raiders flying up the floor. McVicker looking to finish once again, and just perfect look, perfect finish. And again, she's not, I wouldn't say dominantly left-handed. You watch her in softball, right-handed kid, but going to that left side, you might have seen Ellsworth kind of cutting back a little bit, thinking, well, she might come back to the other side, but great finish with the opposite hand. And again, that's your leaders got to lead at the right times of the games, and with 2:53 to go, the right players are doing exactly what Coach Tavernier wants.
100% agreed, Tuck. She gave her a little juke with the right arm there. It kind of gave her the wide open thing, a little juke to the right. Anybody other than her, make sure that's a controlled layup, because you see this so many times. You get that breakaway, you're excited, you go shoot this fast layup, you miss it, they get the rebound, now they got the advantage, and then they score. So anybody but her, if it's not the easy layup, you don't need to shoot it. Just dribble out. Clock is your friend right now.
You know, too, Pete, that this is right where they're going to try to free up the three-point basket again, and you know that number 2 is going to be the one the purple squad's going to look to hit this thing. Raiders got to be smart. You don't want to foul from 3 either. Don't give them anything free. Give them contested, tough shots, if anything.
And it looks like he's going back to man-to-man defense.
Yep.
That's woman-to-woman, whatever you want to say. And I like that. And just stick on who's the Raider there that's on her. That's Keegan. That's Lindsay Wagner. Hopefully that's our best defender. Try to shut her down straight up.
1-on-1.
And she misses the
and
layup.
that one
knocked
and it hit her.
And she's
out of bounds.
So
Raiders will get it. Janky was on the wrong side of the end line.
No way. Nope. Okay, Coach tried to get a sneaky 2 subs there, but officials didn't see it, and they got the ball, and I like that.
Back up the floor. Hastings.
Come get the ball.
They're trying to keep Janky off while defending to make sure that fouls will not happen, although only 2:22 to go in a 9-point game.
Nice Did you see that
McVicker,
move?
and she eats up the clock too here. That's all smart. Easy play there, back down low, and it's Haley with the left hand, can't finish, got her own rebound, shots up no good, rebound again, 3rd time's a charm, and Keegan McVicker hits again.
That was very smart the whole way, Tuck.
Bombs away.
Raiders used up a lot of clock there, got the easy layups, and there it is, like you said, Janky, she's going to start shooting the 3. That should be a jump ball. That's going to be
Raider ball, right? It's ours.
No, I think
Was
it's
it the other
going
way?
Ellsworth.
thought it was our turn.
I think there was that one, and then it was the Raiders already.
Yeah, it's going to be Ellsworth
Unless
ball.
they forgot to move it, but nope.
No, you're right.
I can see the red light is kind of on this side.
8-point game, 61-53.
Okay, watch number 2. Get on her.
She's
I don't care
on
if
the
she's
ball.
behind the 3. Get on her. Watch the old throwback, and then they come right back in.
Yep, in the corner.
Oh, they're going back to a zone. No, stay on her. Swanson's need to know where she's at.
Up top.
Oh, boy.
Elbow,
Block her out.
3.
Block out,
Shots no good. Rebound pulled down by Brown. From the outside, Raiders good defense. Wagner had her hands ready. Janke in. They're going to say she's fouled.
I'm okay with that. Team fouls is only at
on the floor,
4,
right?
so that's plenty. Fine.
Yep.
Last thing you want is her getting an easy drive and an easy layup.
Wagner's second, team's 4th. So we have fouls to give with 94 seconds left. Oh, boy, Brown is hurt. Brown is hurt.
Looks like it's her ankle.
Oh, yeah, she had to have rolled an ankle.
Yeah.
And, yeah, one of the assistant coaches, too, going to come over. Now Coach Cerny from the bench. They're going to keep an eye on her. We have to keep an eye on the game with 90 seconds left. Wittenberg passes right. Janke with it now. She has defended great there. And they're going to give a foul to McVicker, and I don't think so. That ball was loose. Wagner caused the fumbled basketball, and first one on the scene was Keegan McVicker. They're going to call her for her 3rd foul. And, yeah, this is getting a little bit wacky here later on.
And who had that ball there? I'm not saying for sure, but the old Mahomes, the Bradys, you know who they are. Oh, shotgun. The shotgun. We even missed it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it either. Neither did the Ellsworth Panthers.
I feel like on a foul, it's supposed to reset to like 20. I felt like a foul. It doesn't just. I felt like it doesn't just stay where it's at. But
well, the Raiders are going to take it back happily.
Absolutely.
And me too, because now the 8-point game, you bring in the front court, eat up some clock here. You're just running out of possessions if you're Ellsworth with the way that this is played down low now to Strain, and she's going to hit too. So that too pretty much will put it away.
Whoa, easy now, killer.
No. I mean,
put it away
left.
in the hoop. Okay,
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, minute left, 10-point game.
Because if you watched the stinking Dolphins last night.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that whole thing. Rebound here is a missed shot.
Be smart.
Baker. Yeah, they're going to have to foul if they want to. I mean, I don't think they're going to even have to worry about it. They tried. And now back up the floor. McVicker's just going to run around and try to get fouled here and eat up as much of that shot clock before letting her rip. Here's Swanson from the outside.
She's trying to foul her. Like, come get the ball.
I think Swanee wants to get a couple shots too, but she wouldn't anyway because there's fouls to give on each side. Timeout Raiders. 27.3 to go here as we're going to take a peek back again. Loose ball that was found by McVicker, and that bounce pass kind of blind to the back door, and Haley Strain, who is so strong with that left side anyway. An easy finish for Haley, and she, after 2 points and only playing 6 first-half minutes, she comes up with 12 here in the second half, and she has carried the distance here along with McVicker's 11, and then you have Wagner with 10 more. That's 3 girls all scoring double figures in the half, Peter. That alone tells you the story of why the Raiders have a 10-point lead and a chance to get back above 500.
Yeah, Tuck. Raiders came in second half behind. They were very slow. They didn't really, and they just came out. They came out guns blazing, and that was exactly what they needed to do. It's almost like Dick Craig was in the locker room telling them, "Put the ball in the hoop," and they listened to him.
They listened, and it's a 17-point spread from being down 7 to up 10. That tells you the suffocating style of play Hastings has been able to go with their whole group of troops out there. Swanson, great feed down low, block though from behind. Ellsworth, great block there in the game now, and I think we just got that shouldn't be a shot clock right now. I don't know what that's about.
Either maybe it wasn't reset, and so it went off. I'm not sure what that was all about.
Lexi Marks in the game for Ellsworth. She was the one who got the rebound in the last play, so it looks like Coach Janke will be content with putting his bench in for the final moments of this one, as we now will go under 10 seconds to play in this game. Hastings will go to 3-2. Ellsworth will fall to 4-4 as the young girls here with the countdown for the Raiders. They win tonight by 10. Hey, that was pretty nice. 63-53, down 7 at the half. Hastings storms back, led by a trio of double-digit second-half scores, and they find a way to stave off a team that's going to be very good over in the Middle Border Conference this year in the Ellsworth Panthers. 63-53. Pete, that was just great effort and a team basketball win, especially with that final 18 minutes.
Yeah, you couldn't have said that better, team basketball. I do got to give credit to Ellsworth. They played great. They're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to do great in their conference this year. But to me, the player tonight was Keegan McVicker.
Oh, yeah.
Haley Strain goes out early with foul trouble. McVicker was all over, dribbling, scoring, just energy, just all over the place. 11 second-half points, like you said, 15 overall. She made the difference there. And then when Haley came back in the second half, totally different team with the Raiders. All the girls just seem comfortable. They're putting it inside. They're shooting threes.
Yeah, right.
Raiders shooting threes all night. I love it.
I'm going to give you another angle on one of my players of the game or heroes of the game. It's going to be Jillian Matag for me. I mean, the way she came in after Haley gone after 6 minutes, played literally the rest of the first half. She hasn't played that many minutes all season combined, and to come in and do what she did, give the Raiders some toughness, some rebounding. When we just weren't rebounding the ball well in the first half, she comes in off the bench and stabilizes that group. And I think that if we didn't have Matag in there in the first half, just to have Haley ready for what she did in the second half, I can't even tell you how important those minutes were tonight.
100% agreed.
Also, we got some swim and dive coming up on Thursday night. That's going to be Hastings and South St. Paul. That's going to be a big one in dual meet action for Coach Rupp's boys. Tune in right here. We'll have it for you on HCTV. And then next week, that'll be next Thursday, boys hockey will be at home taking on the Anoka Tornadoes. That's always a fun one. Non-conference game, but two very rich traditional teams here in Minnesota high school hockey. And then the day before Christmas Eve, oh, you got to be kidding me. Raider girls puck and park. And that one I think is at UHL too, which is going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be a great segue into Christmas. And of course, the day after Christmas, you got the South St. Paul Holiday Tournament, and the Raiders will play South St. Paul in that 7 o'clock game to open up the tourney, per usual up there. So very busy over the next couple of weeks as Santa comes down our chimneys. And hey, we shall have some more fun for you coming up. I want to thank Hunter Pinckey for all of his hard work tonight. Max Slocum, Tori Sellner, and Ben Brandon on the cameras. Elite talent down there as well working. And I said Hunter doing everything. Peter to my right. Like I said, we got the 2 9-volt batteries up here, and I probably wouldn't want to have it any other way now. I've had a lot of fun here the first couple of games with me and Pete, and hopefully there's going to be more coming up here. Maybe we'll go into that little barn across town and have a little puck time too. I think that'd be a little fun. So we'll talk about that as we go on. Quickly to wrap it up, Pete, your thoughts. Just a nice win for the girls to kind of wrap things up here as we really get into a heavy part of the schedule after Christmas.
Yeah, they showed a lot of moxie coming back, being down early. Haley, their best player, out. Team ball. They just got the win. They play another game Friday at home against Cass and Mantorville. Even though these are non-conference games, they're big games. You learn so much in these games about who you are. Like you mentioned, the sixth man, if you will, coming in and picking up. So great on the girls to get that win at home.
Keep it rolling. We'll talk to you again when we have some more broadcasts coming up. For Peter Heyman, I'm Nick Tuckner. Raiders come away with a win. They were down 7 at the half. They come out with a 10-point victory at home. 63-53 your final. For everybody at HCTV, Nick Tuckner sending it back to your regular evening programming, whatever that may be. Have a great night, everyone.